We spend decades charting out our careers. We map out 5-year plans, schedule performance reviews, and carefully organize our desks to maximize efficiency. But then we walk through the front door of our own homes and leave the most important part of our lives entirely to chance. Without a plan, we slip into what's called operational drift. This is the accidental family. It's a state where the household runs purely on reactions to whatever is immediately stressing us out. Decisions are driven by a child's sudden tantrum, a late bill, or sheer exhaustion, rather than any shared set of values. Operating a home this way is like trying to build a stable house by nailing together random pieces of scrap wood as you find them, without ever drawing up a blueprint. Eventually, the structure starts to lean. This is Dr. Stephen R. Covey. He noticed this exact problem and realized that the same principles used to build highly effective organizations could be brought directly into the living room, creating a reliable blueprint for family leadership. Shifting from a reactive crisis management mode into deliberate architectural design is how parents build a home that actually withstands the pressures of the outside world, keeping the family's emotional structure intact. The foundation of this blueprint is habit 1, be proactive. Think about the exact moment a child drops a plate or brings home a bad grade. Between that event and your response, there is a tiny window of time. Proactivity is recognizing that you have the freedom to choose how you respond in that specific window. Look at this diagram. The outer ring is your circle of concern, external factors like the economy, what they teach at school, or even your child's mood. The inner ring is your circle of influence. This contains the only things you actually control: your own tone of voice, your own patience, and your own choices. When you focus your energy exclusively on managing your own behavior, something interesting happens. Your ability to calmly guide your household naturally grows outward, giving you far more real influence over your family. Once you take ownership of your reactions, you need to know exactly where you are going. That's habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. You wouldn't pour concrete without knowing what the finished house is supposed to look like. This image shows a family mission statement. It acts as a constitution for the home. Notice how it lists specific agreements, like we support one another and we respect others. By writing down exactly what the family values most, every future decision has a clear set of guidelines. Involving children in the creation of these values builds a sense of ownership. When they help define the rules of the house, those principles become a shared commitment rather than just a list of demands, making them much more likely to follow through. Taking personal responsibility for your reactions and agreeing on a shared final destination provides the solid foundation required to weather any external family crisis. Next comes habit 3, put first things first. A strong foundation doesn't hold up a roof if you don't actually make time to build the walls. In a busy household, this requires serious discipline to protect family time from the endless noise of daily tasks. Think of your weekly schedule like this glass jar. The large rocks represent the essential structural parts of your family eating dinner together or having one-on-one time with each child. The sand represents all the trivial chores, emails, and errands. If you place the big rocks in the jar first, the sand will naturally fill the space around them. But if you pour the sand in first, trying to clear away all the small chores before you focus on your kids, the jar fills up instantly. The large rocks will never fit. If you're finding these concepts helpful, make sure to subscribe to Ink and Think, and let us know down in the comments, what is the single biggest rock or priority for your family right now? Treating family connection time as entirely non-negotiable is what constructs the unbreakable, load-bearing walls of your household. With the walls up, we move to the interior, how family members actually treat one another. Habit 4 is think win-win. This means stepping away from authoritarian models in favor of mutual cooperation. It's about finding solutions where everyone's needs are respected. To make that cooperation possible, we use habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Look at this balance sheet. It represents the emotional bank account you hold with each family member. Every interaction is either a deposit or a withdrawal. Listening carefully to a child's frustration without immediately jumping in to fix it is a massive deposit. Keeping a promise is a deposit. Snapping, interrupting, or scrolling on your phone while they talk acts as a heavy withdrawal that quickly empties their account. When trust is high, a family reaches habit 6, Synergize. This is where different personalities in the house stop clashing and start acting like a unified team. Instead of arguing over differences, the family uses everyone's unique strengths to solve problems together. Mastering these interpersonal habits furnishes the interior of the home. It builds an environment where everyone feels safe to be exactly who they are, providing a reliable refuge from the chaos of the outside world. Finally, every house requires upkeep. That brings us to habit 7, Sharpen the Saw. No matter how well you've built your family culture, parents and children will eventually get tired. You have to maintain the system to prevent burnout. This renewal should happen in 4 specific areas: taking care of your physical health, engaging your mind with new ideas, nurturing your social connections, and taking time for spiritual grounding or quiet reflection. You can build this maintenance directly into your calendar. Establishing proactive rituals, like a weekly family meeting to review your goals or an annual retreat, acts as the dedicated time to recharge the family's collective battery. Remember the accidental family bouncing from one minor crisis to the next? Compare that to a family operating under this blueprint. They still face the same external pressures, but navigate them together, guided by a clear map. Worldly career success ultimately feels hollow if you fail to architect a lasting legacy of purpose, connection, and love